But take your shoe off.
Hmm?
But take your shoe
It's
off.
hard to take off.
Can't be that hard.
I already tried.
It's not that hard to get off.
I tried. It's hard.
Hello. No message.
I didn't take it off because I was outside.
Hmm?
I just forgot I was about to go back in. I came in because I was pretty cold. I want to warm up a little bit. And now I came in and took it off.
You put on something else. It's not your day-to-day school shoe. It's just shoes for school.
No. Well, I'm gonna go school shopping. School's in 2 days.
Don't ask me that, please.
I need socks.
I'm okay. I'll be okay. Where are you watching from? TSJ Jobs. What does TSJ Jobs stands for? They said, what does TSJ Job stands for? And I said, I'll be okay. I turned the volume up a little bit. And I was asking, where are you watching from?
What's up? Hey.
Stop wearing his shoes. Go put his shoes back. The shoe.
Carson.
Why did you take the shoelace out? It's supposed to go right to the top.
I didn't. Carson, I just found them like this. He did. He was wearing them earlier.
Why did you loosen your shoelace, Carson?
I think he wanted them to look cool. Look cool. No.
Oh, for salon employees. Oh, okay.
They actually fit me.
Because they were annoying.
They actually fit me.
More power to your hustle.
Take my shoes off, Addy. Stop touching my head.
I live in the U.S., but I'm from Africa. Where are you from? Recruiting is a very challenging job. I've done it before, it's not easy.
I'm gonna do the apple dance.
Cameroon, West Africa, Cameroon. So where are you from? St. Thomas. Okay. Yes, I did. So you watching from St. Thomas right now?
Coco?
London.
Aki, give me
Oh,
Coco.
okay. The UK. The Eiffel Towers.
Coco, come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
I bet it must be beautiful in London. Leave him alone, please. Leave him alone. He's going away. You're forcing him. Oh, okay. That's nice. Do you miss St. Thomas? You miss St. Thomas?
Go there, buddy. Buddy.
There's got to be a lot of countries in the Caribbean. I'm just going up. So funny. Oh, every year. Wow. Oh, that's really nice. Every year you get to visit. That's amazing. And I bet you probably stay for 2 weeks or so. Greetings to you, Chioma. The last time I went back, I stayed 18 years before I went back. 18 years. I stayed 18 years before I went back, the last time I did. And that was 2 years ago that I visited. Stayed for a month. Honestly, I didn't want to come back. I'm not okay, but I'll be okay, I guess. Yes, I am unhappy. I'm not my cheerful self. My usual cheerful self. But Winnie being Winnie doesn't know how to pretend. Can you stop? Get that cat off of you before he hurts you like I told you before.
You put his clothes on your head.
I don't know how to pretend. If I'm happy, I will come up here happy and cheerful. If I'm not happy, I will come up here unhappy. Just don't know how to... don't know how to put on a... I don't know how to put on a pretentious look on my face. Some people know how to do it though. I don't know how to. The simplicity in me just won't allow me to do that. To pretend when you're not happy. Hi. What do I need? I don't think you can give me what I need. You can't give me what I need. So what's a favorite St. Thomas dish? What's a famous dish in St. Thomas? That's a cat's tail. Dear, it's okay. Hi, buddy. Cat's just sitting here watching outside the window. Terrible mom is back again. Traditional fried food and bakes with spinach. What kind of bakes? This person always comes here to call me a terrible mom. It's okay. I cannot be perfect. I bet that's gotta taste really good. Oh, it's a bread. Okay. I don't know if they have any St. Thomas restaurants around here. The only closest things to a Caribbean restaurant I know around here is a Jamaican restaurant. Do you guys eat the same cuisines as Jamaicans? Oh, it's different. Few similarities. Okay. Do you guys eat curry? Like curry, chicken, oxtail, um, rice and beans, or rice and peas, and things like that. And the Jamaican meat pie. I loved your pies. I love the way they make your pies. They're loaded up with so much meat. I like the spicy ones too. get the baby to take a nap. So me too, I'll be able to take one. You're funny. You answer the question and then ask the question all in one comment. That's unique though. And to answer you, I like curry, I like oxtail, I like chicken, I like fish. Not so much chicken, but um, I prefer fish more over chicken. But I'll eat chicken. It won't be my first choice though. What's making me unhappy? No, not the new baby. New baby is a lot of work. It's a lot of patience, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of cutting your sleep in half, lots of crying. Definitely not the baby. That just does get overwhelming, but can never be the kids. Even though they get really overwhelming, they're always a blessing. Missing home, I don't know. I was just there 2 years ago, so can't be missing home too much. So no, not really missing home. Even though I miss the simplicity of life back there. Um, I miss the air. The air breathes freedom. The air in the US breathes bills and also freedom. A certain, a certain type of freedom that you don't get back there. But then again, there are another side of freedom that you get back home and you don't get here in the US. So it's a give and take. Wish you could have the best of both worlds, right? Wish you could take some of the freedom of speech and so forth in the US and put it there. And you wish I could take some of the simplicity and just the serenity of the calmness and relaxation back home and put here. The world would be a better place. But I don't have that power to do that. And then you said, oh, bad husband. Huh. I don't know if I should say bad, but just more of a overwhelmed, more of marriage is just one of those things. It's just one of those things. I don't know if you're married, whoever I'm talking to, but if you were, do you ever sometimes wonder or ask yourself whoever created that union? He went to sleep, baby went to sleep. But nothing to do with domestic violence though, which is good. Just tired. So did I answer your questions? Or did I not answer it directly? It's cold outside today. It's not just sunny, it's cold. To the point where we had to turn off the ACs, air conditions in our house. It's cold. I'm also of I don't know. The sky is blue and white with a little shade of gray in it. And the cat just sitting here watching out the window too. And then the baby woke up. Oh, my vision being blurry. Right, because of the sky. Okay. Yeah. He's sleeping and doing something more like a smirk. It's making more of a smirk remark on his face. So are you married? Or are you single still considering it? I don't know. I need some water to get hydrated. I think it's funny when you said the white man. uh, they're definitely good days. Oh yes, you're married. Congratulations. Um, there is happiness for sure, but not at this given point. It's just it's just really challenging. It's boundaries. Come on, boundaries. With compatibility, understanding, respect, and unity. Somewhere along the line that gets lost though. You can still get married for all those reasons, and somewhere along the lines it gets lost. Or I don't know if I should call it a little more of comfort. And I've seen it happen to a few people who've been married. Something gets lost along the way. Look at the story of Bill Gates and his ex-wife Melinda Gates. They're married for so many years. I'm sure they had some beautiful moments together, right? But then it ended in a divorce at a very old age. In your old golden age, I should say. And then you may wonder what could have possibly gone wrong. Was it years of accumulated, you know, issues? Was it years of tolerance, accumulated tolerance? Was it did she reach her end? Did she get to that place where she didn't care about her age? She just couldn't do it anymore. And look at Jeff Bezos and his wife or ex-wife. Some may say money is a trigger, but I mention these people because they have an abundance of wealth, but yet they still ended up in a divorce. Look at former U.S. President Donald Trump. How many divorces has he filed? See, he was good to her. Why be good to someone and then at the same time be having an affair? Were you actually really good to that person? Many would justify that by saying that men are polygamous in nature, but I beg to differ. You know, and he gave her half of everything they had. Still wasn't enough. Was she not enough? If he was good to her, if she was enough for him, why why have an affair? I ask myself the same question. Why have an affair? But religious leaders or people, they should believe so much in the Bible, which I do. They would say that women were sent to the world to pay for their sins. They would say the things that women go through in marriages is a price they pay for eating from the forbidden fruit. I don't know how true that is. But I gotta tell you, after the story of Bill and Melinda Gates, I lost all hope in the unity and of marriage. I was just like, oh my God. I lost all hope. I was like, it can't be money. I said, it can't be money. Because money does put a certain burden, a certain weight in a marriage, right? But look at people who have it. And also another very rich person who got divorced. Um, Africa's richest man, Dangote, Aliko Dangote, a Nigerian. His marriage also failed. And then you speak to some who have been married for so many years, and you ask them, which I've spoken to a few, How do you hold on? Many say many nights of crying. Some would say a lot of tolerance. Many nights of tolerance. Is it to say that those who get divorced just get to a certain point and they can't tolerate it anymore? And some would say, I do it for the kids. I do it to give them that foundation and that unity. Others have told me I don't want to be labeled a divorcee. That's why I stayed. In your golden olden years, when I did home care, I cared for old people in the past. I said, how long were you married? One told me for over 30 years until the day he died. I said, was it all good? She said, no. He said, in fact, he died. We were not in good terms when he died. We were still legally married, but not in good terms. I said, why didn't you leave? She said, society's perspective of women who leave their homes. So someone was married for over 30 years. I said, but you could have still left because you don't seem to be someone that worries about what people say or think. I said, yeah, I could have left. She said, but there's always that bird that lingers in the air. He said he was good to me. He was a good provider. He provided. He always made sure that the bills were paid. He always made sure that the finances were taken care of. The kids had what they needed. I said, okay, so he was a good father. Was he a good partner to you? She said, yes, to an extent. I said, how come that goodness always leads you to an extent when he has to be with the wife? She said, I can't answer that. Said, only God has an answer for that. But she found solace in knowing that women, in believing, because she was a Jehovah Witness. She said, my religion also frowned upon divorce. She said, women were sent to suffer. And she said, my children will also suffer in their marriages. Every woman will get to suffer. When I say suffer, I don't mean domestic abuse or violence or none of that. He said they will suffer. And I said, but why create a union where you meet based on mutual respect, compatibility, all those boxes you mentioned before? Check, 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 check. But somewhere down the line, none of it checks anymore. Or some of them just don't check out. I was talking to a sister back home on the phone at 2 a.m. Everybody, by the way, needs that one person to call. As I called her on the phone and we were talking, she too was also facing some challenges. I called a friend. Mm-hmm. Does look like that. But I always wonder, why can't the beginning always be that way? Maybe that's why marital vows are designed to say for better or for worse. There is a worse. It's not all walk down the aisle pretty, looking pretty, smiling. There is a worse. Melinda Gates felt the worst. Oh, those other women I spoke to felt the worst. Men also go through it. Men also go through it. But I find that more and more women go through it than men. And then you see those who are still trying to get married. They say marriage should be based off of love, compatibility, respect, non-violence. You say, okay, those are the same things that I was looking for. Those are the same things that every other woman was looking for. But then again, hello, Miss Camp. Those are the same things that every other woman was looking for when they said I do, only to find out years later that all those things are not enough. You need a lot of tolerance. In my 7+ years of marriage, I would tell you, you need a lot of tolerance. You have to be Stevie Wonder in many scenarios, or you have to try and beg on the grace of God to be Stevie Wonder in many scenarios. But I don't know. I always tell people, I said I can't advise anybody about marriage. Baby T is slowly waking up. Can't give anybody advice in marriage. The only thing I always say is that if you're experiencing abuse in your marriage, leave. If there's domestic violence, leave. Outside of that, I also went to school, college, my very beginning years of colleges with a woman, with a girl whose parents had been married for 20 something years. She said they were childhood sweethearts. And somewhere along the line, something happened. And all that changed. All that changed. Something happened somewhere along the line. They're still married. They lived in the same house, but as roommates. I thought that was crazy. She said it was just what worked for their family at the time. They lived in the same house, not in the same room. Yes, you're right, there's different forms. Emotional abuse, psychological. Financial is what most people experience. Physical abuse is the most painful. Emotional abuse, I don't know. I guess each one holds a very heavy, heavy burden. I can't say physical abuse overpowers emotional or the psychological aspect of it or the financial aspect of it. Every single one. But yeah, they lived in the same house as roommates. They were nice to each other. They were Catholics. I was so shocked when Melinda Gates and Bill Gates divorced because they were Catholics. You know, it had to have been so much for her to say she's done. You know, it had to have been many nights of, I just, why? Why? You never move on. Grieve, man, grieve, grieve. Grieve. Oh, she's also married to a white man. Ay, ay, ay. You know, one thing I find funny is that when most of our African sisters, Miss Camp, may your sister so rest in peace. She just has to find what makes her happy to move on. It's really so sad. I'm sorry for her loss. That can't be easy. God is her strength. I find it so funny when some of our African sisters would say they will use race as a reason to get married. Ay, ay, ay. I have a sister back home. We talk about all things marital. We cry on the phone to each other. At first, when she would share her marital turbulence and rough times with me, and I would laugh, and she would say, "Why am I mocking her?" I said, "I'm not mocking you." I would share mine with her, and she was shocked. I said, "What is so shocking about it?" She said, "Because your husband is white." I said, "And so?" I said, "And so?" There's this thing I always say that they're all disciples of Adam. I said, "You're all disciples of Adam." She never could believe me, but the more I shared with her, she really came to understand that race is nothing. His color is really nothing. Black, white, pink, yellow, purple, it's all one. It's all one. Some worse than our brothers. Some are worse. But you know what, though? I don't know. May God give us all the strength. Uh, God help us all. Ah, I'm so sorry. You don't want the wife title. I'm sorry about the violent relationship, but I dated an African in the past. It was violent. Almost lost my life. And then I thought maybe the apple was greener on the other side. but it wasn't violent on the other side. But the same logic of it's a man still carried along on the other side. Ay, ay, ay. The same logic of it's a man still carried on. Violence in relationship is not easy at all. I was slammed on the bed so hard that I went up flying onto the ceiling. And then I landed back down and I was picked up and slammed against the wall. I cuddled myself in one little corner, had my hands over my face like this, begging for my life, being submissive, apologizing for things I knew nothing about. But thank God I got out of that. Thank God I got out of that. I'm so happy I got out of it. I am, hi Anthony. I pretended everything was okay. I apologized and apologized. And when he got up to go to work, he worked night shift. This is how much power and control he had over me. He sat in his car for 2 hours to see if I would leave. Thank God for giving me wisdom because he could have probably killed me if I had left. And I planned on leaving. And I crawled on my knees and slowly so he wouldn't see me walking around in the house because he could look up. I turned off all the lights, crawled on my knees and went to one corner by the window and I opened the blind a little bit. I peeked outside where his car was parked. Saw him in the car. He was still in the car. I sat by that corner for 2 hours as he stayed in there waiting to see if I would leave the house. Never left the house. Eventually he left. He pulled off. As he pulled off an hour later, I called some few girlfriends of mine. They came and picked me up. I ran. I never looked back again. So I always tell people that if you're experiencing physical violence in your marriage or in your relationship, please seek for help. If you don't seek for help, your resting place is going to be dirt. You're going to be in a box. There's so many things I can tolerate in a relationship or marriage, but the one thing I would never tolerate is physical violence. Mm-mm. Never. Because it almost took my life once. Not even for the sake of my children, I will not. Not even for the sake of my kids. I would never do that. Never. I've heard women say they stay at times, and I don't judge them. Everybody has their reasons why they do things. That they stay because of the kids. I can only try to understand. And I didn't have no kids with this man back then. God knows what I would have done if I had kids. Because a lot of us, we seek that unity. We seek that togetherness. We want the family to stay together. That's why I don't judge people because I don't know. They say take a walk in someone's shoes before you judge them. Do that before you judge them. I don't judge. I only try to understand, but why? I had a follower of mine reach out to me one time by email and DM. She cried about how her husband beat her up and took all the money she had. Took away her little business capital. I felt for her. I gave her a replacement. He took that away from her again. Every time he would ask her for money she didn't have, or she would say she doesn't have because she needs it to sustain her little business, he would hit her. One day I asked her, I said, "Why are you staying?" She said, "My kids." She has 2 kids with him. She said, "I grew up without a father figure. I had a dad, but he never wanted to be part of my life." She said, "I see my kids are so happy when he's around." She said, "He's a good father to them, but he's a terrible husband to me. He plays with them, he shows them love, but he's a terrible husband to me." How do you advise someone like that? If you were in my shoe, what would you tell somebody like that? Would you tell them to stay for the sake of your kids? Or would you tell them to leave? He can still be a good father to your kids. You don't have to be with him in order for him to be a good father. But Theo is sleeping. It's cold outside, but he's sweaty. I can't put the AC on. This boy doesn't like the heat. I don't know. I kept her in prayer. Till this day, I still keep her in prayers. I still wish her well. Eating cereal for snack? You hungry for cereal? Oh. Have you read all that book?
Almost done already.
Okay. So, I don't know. Enough about marriage shenanigans. I don't want to go digging into people's past. Let me drown in my little downtime. God will give me the strength to continue. He will give me the strength to continue.
Where's Dad? Why isn't he here anymore?
What?
Why does Dad keep on leaving?
I don't know.
I haven't even seen him since the morning.
I guess he went to work.
Did you go back to work?
I guess. Think so. You gonna read all that book? Now you like reading. Reading is fun, isn't it? Yeah.
I like this one.
What is it about? My son hated reading, now he enjoys it. What's it about?
So, the first birthday, we're gonna move to America. Wait,
Okay.
let me see it again.
He used to hate reading, but then he would not listen to me.
Wait, I gotta do this.
So I decided that every time he was so bad, I would punish him by sending him to read books. I'd tell him, go read your books, go read your books. And now he enjoys reading. He enjoys reading now. He's just been sitting there reading his book. Look at him over there. And then he went and got a bowl of cereal to eat.
So they were in Taiwan, and then they moved to America, but then they couldn't go, and then the kid and this kid in it that they were moving there to America with them, she cried because she wanted to go to Disneyland in America to see Mickey Mouse.
Oh, okay. Did she get to see Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, so then they gave them gave the parents a 30-day visa.
30-day visa to go to America?
Yeah, but the kids had to stay there.
Oh, okay.
And then,
did they get to go to Disneyland?
yeah, they did. And then,
They enjoyed it?
yeah, and then I did. And then the brother in it, he fell off something, like very high, and broke a leg and broke an arm and got a concussion.
And got a head concussion?
Yeah.
Oh. At Disneyland he fell?
No.
Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from?
Outside.
Where outside?
On the porch.
In the side porch?
No, the front porch.
You were just sitting there?
Yeah.
So you enjoyed the book? It's not done yet, but you're still reading
Not
it?
at the end. Not at the end. I already read this book already.
Okay.
At the end, this happened. At the end of the book, the little sister, come on, we have to go for a bike ride because we're stinky. Because we're smelling stinky. Here, I'll show you it.
No, I believe you. You don't have to show me. You must like the book so much for you to read it again.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, eat your cereal so it doesn't get soggy.
No, it won't get soggy. This is it.
Oh, okay. You have animated characters in there.
Yeah, a lot. Because the girl named Anne, she was making money so she could get her brother out of the hospital. They were working hard.
What are your names?
Their names?
The characters in the book.
They're from Taiwan.
Taiwan. Okay, what's the girl's name in the book?
Oh, it is. Let me see.
You don't remember? Or is it hard to pronounce?
It's hard to pronounce, but they got a name for America. American name.
What's the American name?
So the little girl, her American name is Anne.
Anne?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the brother that was in the hospital, his name is Jason.
Jason.
And then the other sister, her name is Jessie. No.
Are you sure you're making?
Jenny.
Are you
Yeah,
sure you're making the names up?
No, I'm not.
You're not making the names
Yeah,
up?
I'm not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because it seems like you were making the names up for a second there. Look at this one over here sleeping. When he's sleeping, things are peaceful and quiet.
This part right now, the mom and dad are coming to, because their visa finally came.
The visa finally came?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they're gonna come there, and then they leave again.
You're going to get a haircut before school.
And that's the end.
Okay. That was Carson narrating his book to us. How his book is going.
The little girl did try stealing a video game.
She's tried stealing in America?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was on accident because the guy that was in the hospital, his friends, he thought that he didn't do anything about it. His friend just stole popsicle and he was laughing about it.
Oh, okay.
That was his friends. But now they're not his friends anymore at the end.
What are you trying to make? There's leftover food at home. Can you get some leftovers, please? What are you trying to make? What are you trying to cook?
I was trying to get a new type of food.
What new type of food?
I don't know. I wanted to try something.
You wanted to try something with all the leftovers in the refrigerator?
I know you had some earlier today.
Something small.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You had the sausage stir fry
I had the rice that was in the big one.
and the sausage stir fry.
With the one with the carrots in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that one.
But their parents were in Taiwan, so
Okay.
so
So
the
yeah, I'm trying
police
something.
so the police
trying
just
something
let
new.
them go.
I'm trying to make something like a crunchy, spicy text like food. So yeah.
Okay. Whatever you're doing, wash that pot. There's not a
Because the
single
owner of
dish in
the-
the sink.
Because the owner of the store like caught her stealing it, so the police let them go because her parents were in Taiwan,
Oh,
and she
okay.
apologized.
Okay. Well, let me let you guys go. Enough chit chat. I think I'm gonna take a nap before the baby wakes up again. I think I'm gonna take a nap before he wakes up. It's 3:40.
I think I'm able to
3:39.
watch the book on my iPad. I just
Huh?
have to search. I think I'm able to watch the book on my iPad. I just have to search it out.
Do you guys have your school iPads at home, or you had to return it?
Return it.
Return it because you guys said no.
Oh yeah, we asked you to return it because we didn't want you to destroy them.
What destroy them?
Yeah, because if you do it's school property, you would have to pay for it.
No, we never.
Never mind, Theo is waking up.
No, we never did that.
I'm gonna still try to get some sleep though, even if it's for 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Right. Thank you everybody for your time.
Giant alive.
No. Let him just sit there and relax.
Rub me his belly.
No. Thank you guys for your time. I will talk to you guys later. Catch you guys next time, hopefully.
There's no eggs. There's no eggs left.
What?
I need an egg.
Pull out the tray. The kitchen, the refrigerator tray. There should be some brown eggs in there. Do you see it?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, take it out and put it in the top. All right. Take care, guys.
Got it.
Have a blessed day.
A pot.
Bye.